Deep in the heart of India lies the Seoni jungle, a world alive with towering trees, shifting sunlight, and a chorus of wild sounds. The air is thick with the scent of earth and growing things, and every corner hides a new mystery waiting to be discovered. It's a place of beauty and danger where every rustle could mean friend or foe. The jungle is never truly silent. It hums with life, from the smallest insect to the largest predator. Into this wild world, a small boy arrived, lost, alone, and curious. His eyes wide with wonder, he stepped softly, absorbing the sights and sounds that surrounded him. He was a man cub, not of the jungle, but he did not cry or show fear. Instead, he seemed to belong, as if the jungle itself had called him home. Instead, he explored, touching leaves and vines, a strange sight among fur and feathers. His small hands reached out to feel the coolness of the plants, his bare feet pressing softly into the earth. The jungle watched as he crawled, his tiny hands digging into the mossy ground. Every movement was careful, as if he sensed the jungle was watching him back. A family of wolves spotted him near their den, surprised by the helpless human child. They had never seen a creature quite like him, so small and so bold. The law of the jungle warned against men, but this was just a baby. No threat, only vulnerability. The wolves hesitated, torn between caution and curiosity. Mother Wolf's heart softened. She saw a cub in need of protection. Her instincts told her to care for him, to offer warmth and safety beneath her fur. His name was Mowgli, though he did not know it yet. He was simply a child, unaware of the destiny that awaited him in this wild place. For now, he was simply a lost boy, a speck in the vast green world. The jungle stretched endlessly around him, ancient and mysterious. The jungle had found a new son, and his story was just beginning. The trees whispered secrets, and the animals watched with silent interest. He would learn its secrets, speak its languages, and become part of its soul. The jungle would shape him, teaching him lessons of survival, courage, and belonging. The wolves watched, uncertain but intrigued. They sensed that this boy was different, that his presence would change their world forever. Mowgli's journey of friendship and adventure was about to unfold. He would find family in unexpected places and face challenges no ordinary child could imagine. The jungle was ready to teach him everything it knew. Every day would bring new wonders, new dangers, and new friends. And so, the legend of the man cub began, with the jungle as his home and his heart. Deep in the Seoni jungle, the wolf pack discovered a lost man cub. Father Wolf and Mother Wolf saw not a threat, but a helpless child needing care. Mother Wolf's heart overflowed with compassion. She drew the child close, determined to protect him. The law of the jungle required the man cub to be presented at Council Rock, where Akela, the wise leader, presided. Baloo the bear and Bagheera the panther spoke for the boy, offering loyalty and a great gift. The pack accepted him. Mother Wolf named him Mowgli, Little Frog. From that day, Mowgli was a true son of the Seoni wolf pack, and his adventure had just begun. Mowgli grew up with the wolf cubs, but he needed more than a family. He needed teachers. Baloo, the wise brown bear, taught him the law of the jungle, what to eat, how to listen, and the master words that meant, "We be of one blood, you and I." Baloo's lessons were strict but full of love, giving Mowgli the knowledge to survive. Bagheera, the sleek black panther, taught him to hunt, move silently, and be patient. Bagheera understood both the jungle and the world of men, making him the perfect mentor. Together, Baloo and Bagheera gave Mowgli wisdom, skill, and caution. They were his protectors and his friends. Under their guidance, Mowgli grew strong and confident. He learned to speak with all creatures and to respect the law above all. Baloo and Bagheera loved him as their own. Mowgli loved them back, bound by loyalty and trust. They were his true family in the wild. From the night Mowgli arrived, a shadow loomed. Shere Khan, the great Bengal tiger. Shere Khan, bitter and cruel, believed the man cub was his prey. Furious at losing Mowgli to the wolves, he vowed revenge. He poisoned the minds of young wolves, sowing doubt and rebellion. Bagheera and Baloo warned Mowgli. The tiger's threat was real and ever-present. The jungle's peace was fragile, and a day of reckoning was coming. Mowgli's greatest enemy was waiting in the shadows. The jungle was Mowgli's school, teaching him through experience. He learned to read the signs of the wild, broken twigs, animal calls, the scent of rain. Friendship and loyalty were his greatest lessons, found in his bonds with Baloo, Bagheera, and his wolf family. He learned the meaning of belonging and the strength of community. The jungle also taught him about struggle and survival. He became strong, clever, and self-reliant. Fear became a tool, not a weakness. Above all, he learned the law of the jungle, a code of respect and balance. Mowgli understood he was part of a vast web of life. He was not above the animals, but one of them. The law guided every creature, including him. In the wild, Mowgli found his place. Not all of Mowgli's adventures were about learning from wise teachers. One day, the Bandar Log, the lawless monkey people, kidnapped him, fascinated by his cleverness. They carried him to the Cold Lairs, an abandoned city deep in the jungle. Mowgli, remembering Baloo's lessons, called for help using the master words. Chill the Kite heard and alerted Baloo and Bagheera. The monkeys were too many for them to fight alone, so they sought help from Kaa, the enormous python. Kaa, insulted by the monkeys, agreed to help. At the Cold Lairs, the monkeys forced Mowgli to watch their foolishness. Baloo and Bagheera arrived but were overwhelmed. Kaa appeared, mesmerizing the monkeys with his hypnotic dance. Mowgli, less affected, escaped with Kaa's guidance. The monkeys fell under Kaa's spell, and Mowgli was rescued. He learned a valuable lesson about choosing friends wisely. The jungle was full of dangers, not all of them obvious. Mowgli's cleverness and the loyalty of his friends saved him. The law of the jungle had protected him once again. Mowgli would never forget the lesson of the Bandar Log. As Mowgli grew, Shere Khan's threat intensified. Akela, the old wolf leader, was challenged by younger wolves swayed by the tiger. Bagheera told Mowgli about the red flower, fire, the one thing all animals feared. Sensing his time with the pack was ending, Mowgli went to the man village and stole a pot of fire. He learned to feed and control it, feeling both power and loneliness. At Council Rock, Shere Khan demanded the man cub. Mowgli, holding a flaming branch, faced the pack and the tiger. Shere Khan shrank from the fire and Mowgli declared he would leave, but promised to return for the tiger's hide. He was no longer just a wolf or a man. Mowgli stood between two worlds, changed forever. The red flower had given him power and set him apart. The jungle would never be the same. Mowgli left the pack for the man village, where Mesua took him in, believing he was her lost son. He tried to live as a man, but the ways of the village felt strange and confining. News came that Shere Khan was still hunting him. Mowgli knew he had to face the tiger on his own terms. With help from Grey Brother and Akela, he set a trap in a narrow ravine. Dividing the village buffalo herd, he led a stampede that trapped Shere Khan. The tiger, too slow to escape, was trampled to death. Mowgli had kept his promise, defeating his enemy with courage and cunning. He skinned the tiger, proof of his victory. The shadow that haunted his life was gone. Mowgli had brought peace to the jungle. He was no longer a boy, but a legend. The jungle would remember his triumph. Mowgli returned to Council Rock, laying Shere Khan's hide before the wolves, a symbol of his courage. The pack howled in awe, seeing in him a leader who understood both the jungle and the world of men. But Mowgli knew he belonged to both worlds, yet fully to neither. The villagers, led by Buldeo, drove him away, fearing the boy raised by wolves. He found comfort with Baloo and Bagheera, who reminded him that family is those who stand by you. Mowgli realized he could walk his own path, drawing from both the wild and the world of men. With a foot in two worlds, he became a legend, forever at home in the heart of the jungle.